Hi, and welcome to week 3. I wanted to provide a quick video check-in just to walk you through everything that's going to be due this week. Congratulations, you've made it through a significant part of this course already. And I hope by now you're starting to figure out how this all really works. It's a little bit complicated, it's a little bit cumbersome and labor intensive, but hopefully you're already seeing the value of the photo voice assignments that we're doing. This week, week 3, we're still kind of moving along slow. The only thing you have due this week is a photo voice assignment. So module 3 photo voice is all about your culture. Do you realize you have a culture, right? As we read in chapter 2 of our textbook, once we have a solid definition of what culture is, and it may look different than what we've thought our idea of culture really was, we recognize that we all have a cultural heritage. When we think about the word culture in our heads, we close our eyes, we picture people of a different skin color, people of a different ethnicity, of a different religious background. But we have a skin color and an ethnicity and a religious background and a sexuality and a gender identity and an ability status and on and on and on and on and on. Once we recognize that culture is actually a lot bigger and we have a part in that term as well, I think it can increase our understanding. So that's what you're going to tackle this week in your photo voice assignment. We're going to recognize that this content is touchy-feely. As you note in chapter 2, culture involves emotions. It's a thing that has feeling attached to it. It's something that influences all of our lives. It's shared, so it's a great way to create connections with others, both those who are like us and share a culture with us, and those who are different from us. We also know that culture involves perceptions and it involves values, and that's why it can be a little bit difficult to talk about. Because we have our own ideas and our own experiences, we tend to think those are the ideas and the experiences, and that's not entirely true. They're no more valid than anybody else's experiences or ideas. They just are. They have value, but they're not the end-all, be-all. Thus, we have to recognize that culture is something that is learned. It's something that we've observed, something that's been handed to us. Our values, our worldview, our heritage, the way we see the world really has come from the interactions we've had with others who are like us most of the time. That's our family. That's our communities of faith. That's our institutions of higher learning. That's people who are like us. But there's such great things to be learned when we expose ourselves to people who are not like us. And you're going to be doing that throughout this semester as well. For this week, week 3, module 3, I want you to focus on reading the chapter. The textbook, chapter 2, is going to be a great foundation for the content. Being sure that you post your first photo voice of the week by Wednesday. Make sure that is substantive. For a few of you, I'm noticing that there are missing images, and usually this is because you've copied and pasted from a Word document, and Bolt does not recognize a copied image. You have to embed your image. There will be points taken off if that image is not properly embedded, so please be sure that it is properly embedded by Wednesday. If for some reason you've created a post and it didn't embed properly, you can either delete that post or you can reply underneath it with the correct image. That's alright as well. Remember that there needs to be a caption there. Remember there also needs to be 2 substantive paragraphs as well. And then you have 3 replies that are due by Sunday. So again, not a lot of work this week, but be looking ahead. All modules are now open. The only thing that you can't work ahead on is, of course, the replies from photo voice assignments and then exams. But everything else is open. Take a gander, take a look. Be sure you're looking at rubrics, assignment descriptions. They're all there for you to look at. And if I can be of any assistance, please let me know. It's been great seeing you work so hard these first few weeks. I hope you're enjoying the course so far. I know I am, and I look forward to seeing the great work you produce for the rest of it. Have a fantastic week 3, and we will chat soon. Bye-bye.